Hi, everyone. My name is Erin, and I'm part of Team 3 in the Molecular and Biomedical Anthropology FRI stream. I'm here with my partners Lexi, Stephen, Meara, and Tyler, and we're going to be showing you how to make a median joining network for Y-STR phylogenetic analysis. So the first step that you're going to want to do is that you're going to need to find previously published STR data. So we have a pretty good article here. You can go through it and see if it has what you need, and then you want to go to the supporting information. And you can scroll down and they will have the Y-STR data linked. So you can click and download this. And then after it downloads, you can open it up. It'll open up in an Excel file. And when it does download, you're going to see that there are a lot of samples and they might not all be for what you are focusing on. So we specifically are focusing on haplogroup J and haplogroup J1A. So you're going to want to enable editing and then click on the second column, and then you can go to data and hit filter. And so then if you click on the little tab that pulls down, you can unselect all and just go and it'll filter via the ones you want. So I'm going to select J1 and J1A. And then that brings up all of the data that we want. So if you see on my other Y-STR, I have a list of what you want to pull from the data. So we want populations. And for that, it might be labeled something different, but I'm going to take all of these regions and copy those over. Populations. And then sample IDs, those are usually given on the end. This publication actually does not have sample IDs, so if you want to make them yourself, I'm just going to label them 1 through whatever. You can pull this down and it'll automatically continue your pattern. So that's an easy way to put the sample IDs in. And then you're going to want to copy over the markers. So to do that, you can just do a big copy. And you want to make sure you get all of the markers and paste them in. So now you can see that there are some gaps in the data. And so if there are like too many gaps, you're going to want to get rid of the samples with blanks and get rid of markers that aren't like present in all the samples. So this one has some that are not applicable. So you're going to want to delete this row. So column. So you basically just take out what you don't have data for. So this one also has a lot of missing data. Delete column. All right. And so then after, you're going to want to go to McGee's Y utility, Y DNA comparison utility, and you're going to want to uncheck everything except for the FTDNA, and you're going to want to check off generate fluxus. And then so for this, you can see that it has a specific order for all of the Y-STR markers. So you're going to want to go back to your Excel sheet, and you can see that a lot of them aren't going to line up with what you have, but you have to make it so it's in order of what Y utility says, so it processes it right when you're going to go make your next file. So the first one that they have is 393. So you can look and you can see, oh, we have 393 right here. So you can cut that, and then you can go over here, insert column, and then you can paste. If it cuts, cut, paste. Perfect. So now you just have a blank row here, and you can just delete this column. And so you do that until they're all in order with the Y utility. And so we have that on this sheet here. And then I will lead this off to Stephen.
All right. Hello, everyone. I'm Stephen, also part of Team 3, and I'm going to show you the next part of the network process. So basically, here we have the clean Excel sheet, and on the right, you can see on the McGee website right here, we have the sorted out matching markers at the top. I cut out the part where I had to deselect everything. It is a bit of a daunting process, a bit annoying. but these are all matching and in the same order as you see here on the Excel. So yeah, basically the next part, as Erin said, you have to deselect all of these and select generate fluxes. If you don't do this, it'll just not work. And this part is probably one of the most important parts when it comes to making a network, considering the fact that if this is done improperly, then the network just won't be made and you have to restart the whole process. So the way you would take your data from the Excel to this McGee website, right here where it says paste haplotype rows here, you're going to copy and paste from the Excel. So the way this works is you're going to not include these, but you're going to start right here in this corner. You're going to take the sample IDs that you have and scroll right, but you also don't take the marker headers at the top. So it's basically like you're cutting your bread. You're making a sandwich, you're cutting the crust off the bread. That's what I would like to compare it to. So hit a nice Control C, copy it. Then you're going to want to paste it into here. Boom, it looks beautiful right here, correct? So next up, once you make sure all these are not clicked, you're going to hit execute. That says whatever. So then this little new sheet is going to pop up in the top. You're going to scroll down. You see it's going to have a big list of all this data right here. So you're going to just click, for me, I hit Control A. You want to select the whole thing, then you copy it. And what you're going to do next is you're going to get a blank text file. So for me, I use Notepad. So once it's copied, then paste it into here. So it's into this Notepad. Then file, you're going to want to save this to your computer. Okay. So add a name, say P58 STR data. Video. I'll put video in there. So it'll say .txt. We're going to change this extension actually. So you're going to save it and you're going to have to close this out. Get rid of that. Open up the files again manually. And see right here, it's on quick access. You can't do that. You have to go to your documents.
Oh.
Sorry, I must have lagged there or something. So anyways, I scroll down to my documents, not the quick access, but the documents. You're going to click on it. You're going to hit rename right here at the top. And you're not going to change this. You're going to change the .txt to .ych. If you mess this up, it will not work. So this is quintessential to your network process. Hit enter, so it saves. It says it might become unstable or unusable. It will be very usable for us. So are you sure you want to change it? Yes. All right, let that happen, let that work. All right, then we're going to close out of here. And then you're going to hit a nice email to your partner who's going to continue on with this network process. So for example, we'll be looking right here in my documents once again. Okay, documents, P58 STR data video. Make sure it says .ych. You're gonna hit open and wait for it to load, and then send it to your partner. And your partner can continue the network, and it works out great.
Hi guys, so this is Lexi from Team 3. Just a side note, how Steven sent it to me before, the reason why he had to do that is because on Mac computers, creating the YCH file doesn't exactly work. So if you have a problem and you have a Mac, don't fret, just have one of your partners that has a PC do it for you. So the next step you're going to do is open a network in your files. So I already pulled it up here. You're going to have to download this beforehand. You're just going to open it up, tell Wine to go. See? Yay, it opened up. Okay, so now that you have network opened up, you're also going to want to minimize it. No, don't minimize it. Move it over and download the file that your friend sent you. So I'm just going to download his P58 STR data. And then I'm going to open up Wine. And then network, my bad. Then once network is opened, you're going to go to data entry. Then you're going to go to import RDF file. Then you are going to go to Y-STR data. Then you are going to continue. You are going to find the file he just sent, which is, let's find it out. So once you have your files open, I selected P58STR data video. And once again, make sure you have it as a YCH. And once you open it, you're going to come to the screen and you'll see a bunch of different weights. In some instances, you're going to have to change it. So this is all you would have to do. You literally just type in whatever number you want. I'm just going to leave it as 10 so it doesn't mess it up, and then save. And then save it and make sure it's saved, and you are good to go. Thanks for coming to my TED Talk.
So hi guys, I'm Tyler. The next to show you what's happening. So for this, you're going to go to Calculate Network, Network Calculations, Reduced Median. You're going to get this little tab open. You're going to hit File, Open, and then P58. You're going to find your YCH file, your P58 STR data video YCH. It's going to give you a bunch of warnings. But then you're going to go to Calculation. And it's going to save as an RMF, and you're going to want that. So you're going to hit save, and it's going to run. And then you don't really need the out file right now, so I would just close it. Next, you're going to go into Calculate Network, Network Calculations, and then to Median Joining this time. You're going to get the tab again. File, Open, and this time you're going to search for your RMF. So this is my RMF file. It's going to give me a bunch of warnings again. I'm not really sure why. And then you're going to hit Calculate Network. It's going to run it, and you're going to save the out file. And now that we're done with making the out file, I'm going to send it to Meara, and Meara is going to show you how to actually draw the network and manipulate the network.
Hi guys, I'm Meara, and I'm going to show you how to draw the network and configure it so it's ready to save. So we've opened up network. We're going to go to draw network. So then we're going to go to file, open, and we're going to change this from a .sto to a .out. We're going to find the file that was sent to us by our lovely teammate. There it is. We're going to open that up. And so you're going to get a lot of kind of messages. You're just going to click OK through them. You can modify the torso, yes. Hit continue. Then we're going to finalize. So here we have our network here. It's kind of a bit of a jumbling mess. So we can get rid of the mutated positions. We can get rid of the median vectors. So now we have the sample names or the node names if you'd still like them, but we can also get rid of those. And over here, we're going to be able to zoom in and zoom out. So we want to get to where we can see the entire network. And then to move and drag the nodes, you have to click on the branches and then drag the node here. I'm going to zoom in just a little bit so it's easier to see. So I have this branch clicked, then I can move this little node and it's not going to change the length of the branch. Then if I want to color code these based on the sample, I'm going to double click on a node and it's going to let me change the color. So let's do pink. So hit OK, and that one's going to be pink now. If there is a haplotype with more than one sample included, you can do multiple colors and it's going to create kind of like a pie chart. I'm not sure if we have any in this one, but if not, we can just do all solid colors. It doesn't look like it. So if we want to see which samples are actually included in the haplotype, we can single click on a node and it's going to come up. That one didn't really have. Looks like these all have one. So that is the sample ID right there. So we can better identify the samples. Then when you're all done and your network is configured to your liking, you're going to go to File, Save, and we're going to save it as an FDI, and that means you can open it again at any time and play with it, and everything's going to be saved. So then I'm going to save that, and then you are all set, and your network is ready to be opened at a later date if you need to, or ready to be exported.
Hi guys, it's Lexi again, but just as a short disclaimer, you guys don't have to send it back and forth between your teammates. You can do this all on one computer. Just if you have a Mac, like I said before, you might have some difficulty doing the YCH file. So having someone with a PC do the first part and then a Mac person do the second part seems to be the best way our team worked. And in addition, we did it this way because we're presenting it on Zoom. You don't have to do this way. And thanks for watching. Bye.